Press start.
Drew on the key, so this shit not.
And y'all already know we back at it again. Did y'all miss us?
Good. Yeah,
I hope y'all missed us. I hope
Please,
so.
because we miss y'all.
Most definitely. You know, I have to say, you know, I apologize first off. You know, big homie Tone wasn't feeling all that well, so you know, I had to. You know, self-care is important. I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all, but you know, I had to make sure that I was okay first and everything is Gucci. So here we are.
I'm glad the host that does the most is all right.
Hey, well, you know, I appreciate the kind words, but you know, this wouldn't be possible if I didn't have the best co-host in the world, Mr. Cash Senpai.
You stop it, you.
Yeah. And of course, since y'all here, y'all already know what y'all listening to. This is Tone and Cash Gaming Pad. And y'all know how we do. It's been 2 weeks, my brother. We got to do a lot of catching up in a little bit of time.
A lot of catching up. Yes.
So what's been good with you, friend?
Man, not much. Just trying to dodge COVID as much as possible, you know? And also just trying to, you know, make sure everybody in the house is, you know, really leveled, man. Because, you know, out here right now, still a lot of stuff going on. I know you had seen the news, politics, all that. Anyway, we're not even gonna get into that. I'm just saying, like, so you know, just keeping it easy, but you know, always being cautious. How about you, my friend? I know you were sick.
Yeah, you know, I had a little stomach bug or something going on, but you know, I was able to fight through it. I'm good. You know, I caught up on a lot of gaming. I got a chance to read a lot of stuff, got a chance to watch a lot of clips of some things, learned a lot of stuff during this little week hiatus. You know, we gonna cover all that when we get to it.
Right.
So let's see. Now, one of the games that I started playing recently and that I played kind of heavy while I was, you know, out sick and stuff. Payday 2. Now, for those who don't know, Payday 2 is basically, you know, it's a heist simulator game. You know, you rob banks, you know, you rob warehouses and stuff like that, and you know, you either going for the gold, the diamonds, the jewelry.
Sometimes if you're a thief, you might want to play this game, especially you know, it gives you the blueprints. You know, get yourself ready for that next score. You know, that one more score,
just one more big score. One more score, Arthur.
Dutch Vanderlyn will be proud.
So proud of the Payday game. So proud of them boys. They always pulling off that one more score. Exactly what Dutch wants.
You get $1 trillion, man, and then you see the next one that pops up. Oh yeah, that's $2 trillion. Oh, we gotta get that. This is the last one.
I'm telling you, like I actually got addicted to it. Like, you know, once I got like the mechanics and I started learning like little secrets and tips and stuff, you know, it got very interesting to me. And
I can imagine.
You know, it's a little hard to play solo, especially when you don't have all the right equipment.
Right.
So things might go awry, but you know, after a couple practice runs, you know, you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, I mean, after playing it for some time and playing it with you as well, the perks are, you know, it's really unique how they have like the kind of the perk setup and the skill points and whatnot that you need to, you know, especially you want to make that individual different from any other, like, you know what I mean? Like you can get a rogue or, you know, powerhouse mastermind. Like it's all a lot of things that, you know, can boost that character that you make, that you're obviously playing as.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And only downside about it is that on console, which is what I play it on,
We played on.
what we play on for the time being, because I am trying to get my PC set up together. But
Ooh.
they don't have the same updates that they do on Steam for PC.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I actually got to a certain point in the game thinking I'm about to keep, going ahead further and further. And they said, thanks for playing Payday 2. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? Like, what happened to this mission? This mission, come to find out, they kept doing updates on PC and wasn't doing them for console. Why? Because the code is so much different. People think it's just a copy and paste. No. Going from PC to console, the code is completely different. It will take too long to write up unless you hire a whole different team, which they didn't have, the means for at the time. Actually, the only reason that they're still around is because by the end of 2020, they grew on Steam to 7.1 million people playing the game on Steam. And that was like a record that they set, actually. So from that, and people buying, mods and upgrades and special heists, DLC, they've actually been able to make some type of profit and to get approved for a loan for 250 million Curix, for to basically pay off debts and basically start Payday 3. But it's just the fact of them trying to find a different gaming engine to run it off of, because the last one that they were running it off of, diesel gaming engine, is for a driving simulator, which oddly is kind of weird because the driving on Payday 2, sucks.
It's horrible. It's really horrible. I know how you feel.
It's terrible.
It's really horrible.
But it's a real big monkey wrench that they got right there. But if they can get somebody on board, like Frostbite or
Unreal Engine.
No,
that'd be
especially Unreal Engine. Like that would be amazing. Like it really would be. Hopefully they can pull it off. They seem to got.
I'm pretty sure they got
the
drip. All right, they got drip over there.
I'm saying
they know what they do. They got drip.
They know what they're doing, and it's basically a game that's produced and designed overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any work is actually done in the United States. So shout out to them for putting out.
Big shout out.
A game that's so loved by so many people, and not just in the United States but all over the world. It's hard to make a video game that appeals to everyone without having to change certain things about it. So that's a big step for them.
Huge step.
And so hopefully, fingers crossed for Payday 3. Hopefully I have my PC by then. I know they said they were going to be doing some work on it, throughout 2021. They didn't necessarily say that it was going to be released, the following year. But hopefully, something comes along, soon. Very soon, I hope, because I done got addicted to it, and now I need to see what happens next.
I was say I wonder if they're actually gonna give it like an actual, because how Payday 2 was more straight to the point, and I wonder if they're gonna break it up and make it really like a detailed storyline, as far as this one had a storyline, but I want to see it like more because it's not giving you like the real stealth. You know what I mean? Like a real life stealth, like where you really don't have to like dodge the cameras. Like they're dodgeable right now, but I need it to be more intensified. I want to see some more dramatic effect. I want to see some more boom, wow. Like, you know what I mean?
All you got to do is just play. All you need to do is just come play with me. And me, you, Rachel, and if we can get somebody else for a fourth person, we can go on death sentence difficulty.
You want to play with somebody who eats chips?
I mean,
like ASMR.
The mute button ain't that easy. it ain't that hard to reach, from the Xbox menu. I could easily mute that man and you can just relay everything, but I just won't be hearing the crunching of the chips. So, I'm good.
What kind of
It's all
perfect
right with
chips
me.
were those? Those was like
I
the
told you
crunchiest.
they was like triple baked, triple deep fried chips, bro. Ain't no way. He might as well just been biting into.
Anyway,
He
we
might
off
as well just been
topic, but
biting
yeah.
into glass or something. Might as well have been.
Anyway, we off topic. Payday 3 though. I could definitely imagine, you know, it has true potential. It could definitely what could you compare it to though? Could you compare that to any game, or is it in a class of its own?
Honestly, I think it's in the class of its own, just because of the simple fact that there's not a lot of simulators out there like that, and they try to play to some type of realism, but of
Mhm.
course, it gets wonky and comical when someone pulls out a grenade launcher and they can shoot at somebody that's holding the shield and the guy with the shield keep coming at you and stuff like that. That's not gonna happen in
Mhm.
real life. So it's they go a little off the walls and off the rails with how some of the missions are set up, but
Mhm.
it's for entertainment purposes. And
It really is dope.
I feel like they do a good job with how some of these heists are set up. It's one
Yeah.
heist where you got to break into Scarface mansion, and you got to go get the yayo. Like, what other
Once in a
game
lifetime.
has done that besides the actual Scarface game that was made like decades ago?
Sail to my left.
Man, I'm telling you, like Payday is in the class of its
Iconic
own.
moments.
But
I like
it's
Payday
broken.
though also because they have John Wick as well, and the fact that in this Payday 2 that you're able to get him and actually get the pin is hilarious. I don't know how many times I done grabbed the pin and literally like so many officers, and it's just like wow, I do kind of feel like John Wick in a sense.
Man, but see, if you play with the AI John Wick, that man be ready to walk off on his own. Like, he'll have a bag of money on his back carrying it for you. And you'll be calling him like, hey, Wick, on me. John, John, over here. And he'll be like, all right. And that man will take off in the other direction, still shooting folks. Like, John, what are you doing, bro? Come back.
He said, "I'm
I
busy.
need that
I'm
last
doing a
bag. I'm
movie
not gonna
scene.
make it through this battlefield. For some odd reason,
I'm making a movie.
The AIs don't go down. They don't get hurt or injured unless it's by like a special enemy or something. Like, a guy with a taser or a guy that guy that is called a cloaker. He wears night vision goggles and does jujitsu moves to knock you down and stuff. It's real. Like I say, it gets real comical, but it's entertaining at the same time.
Well, I mean, they bring it with that. It's just like they bring a difference to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like uniqueness. Like, oh, well, yeah, you can get your basic guards. You can get, guards that have shields. You can get, regular like SWAT coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like they try to give you different kind of, challenges ahead of you. You know what I mean? Instead of making it seem like it's just, one dimensional and it's, easy. Because you can't say that game is easy. The game is definitely
Yeah,
especially when you're playing on that difficulty though. If you play easy on there and you're not really getting the full effects that I think even though I'm talking a lot of mess over here, but this guy here, we get killed. Quite
man, you just gotta get on there. You gotta get that experience with me, bro. I be on there grinding, man. You gotta hop on there and help me out sometimes.
yeah, I do.
But
I
I know
get
you.
back and getting his coins.
I know you don't like playing it because it's a little bit broken and stuff. But what games that aren't broken that can't still be fun besides
Soul
Bleeding
Calibur.
Edge?
Yo, Bleeding Edge is so broken. I hate what's his name? What was his name, dude? Was it Zero? No, was it? What was his name?
Zero
Zero
Cool.
Cool. Yeah,
Zero Cool.
that man, bro. Oh
But
my
see, he was
goodness.
broken. He was broken in a good way for at least for the guys that was on his team. Now, something else that's broken. Actually, one of your favorite characters on Apex is actually broken right now. Take a wild guess who?
Ready to do some damage.
She doing some damage, all right. She definitely doing some damage. Loba's broken bracelet. You know the bracelet that you use with her, to basically teleport from one area to another. It could be used as a little tactic advantage and stuff like that, or if you're trying to escape. But come to find out, in a lot of ranked matches, it's been turning up that, sometimes it would bounce in a weird spot to where when she teleports, she'll get stuck between crates and can't move, or it'll bounce off the map and you'll end up, basically eliminated. Or sometimes it won't work at all and you just get shot in the back and you dead. So,
wow.
People's already saying that, she was close to, cracking the meta of the game because, with how they boosted her black market boutique,
Dude, the rapid speed on, I think we was playing not too long ago and wound up we was playing with somebody who had her, and literally it was like we like went up to the middle of like the map, and I swear he put it down, and I swear to you, we all looked in there, and then we went like to the corner a little bit to the left, like we just took a couple of steps, and then he had it again. Yeah, and he had it again, and it was like, what?
And what? The fact that you can use it to steal weapons from right in front of people and steal all the ammo, you don't even need the ammo that you're taking from out of there. You're just taking it because you don't want the other team to have any. Like, it's kind of close to being, I would say that she is, in that meta because
no, she's broken.
That's tier S, stuff right broken.
There. That's above tier S. Look, I'm just saying, like, I told you this. I was like, if she had the ability to take somebody's weapon, like if she, that would have been the break. Like if she was able to like swap guns with you, if you had a golden flatline or whatever, such as golden wingman, and she know how to run with that, and she could take that from you personally and swap it with the gun that she had. Imagine that gun was trash. Like she got a Mozambique.
Mozambique, no shotgun bolt, no sights, and got 2 rounds in it. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and so like imagine, dude. Like imagine that. And what if she had that? Like that would have been crazy. So they did like, they could have went overboard if they really wanted to.
They really could have. I mean, she can already, basically steal stuff from inside the vault. I mean, it sacrifices, the stab breaking for the black market, shattering it, you can't use it for a while. But I mean, as long as your teammates, can grab other stuff from in the area first before you grab that one item out the vault and it breaks, then everybody should be good, should be happy. Should be.
All smiles on our end. She's so beneficial. Don't get her though. All right. I'm be so mad if you play with her and you going against us. You take the stuff that I want. I'm not gonna be happy. Not gonna be happy. Tom might be laughing over there, but I ain't gonna be happy.
Cash loves Loba. That's one of his favorite players. Yeah, he loves him some Loba. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wish they gave her the old dialogue back. I just want to hear some damage. It was so good. Body shield here, level 2. You guys want to do some damage. Anyway,
you tripping.
So Tone, any next gen updates? You got anything for us?
Well, come to find out, I've been seeing that people have actually found PS5s and Xbox Series S's on Etsy.
Ooh, y'all heard it first.
I mean, of course, check your usual suspects, your Walmarts, your Targets, your Myers,
Goodwill.
Anything that might have in the entertainment or electronics section. Like most definitely go there.
Just don't get off Twitter, right? You'll see a lot of bad things happen
please, over the
days.
Good Lord. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Please do not trust these folks on Twitter, on Instagram. I don't care if it's your best friend saying that, he knows somebody that can get it for you. You tell him, okay, well, that's nice, but I'm gonna get it myself. Just you're not gonna have that same satisfaction. Just shelling out and then you're not even paying the retail price. You paying, an extra $200 to $300. The system is listed at $499. I'm not about to pay no $699, $799, $800, $900.
Facts.
No. Hell
Facts.
no. No.
Facts.
I'm sorry.
Bro, I'm not simping over an Xbox. I'm not getting fooled into that. I'm not getting fooled into that. No.
Like it was a brief time where on Twitter, that's all you seen was
show me the Carfax.
Xbox Series X for sale, $800. PS5 for sale, $900. Like, if y'all don't get all this mess off my timeline, I really almost started to mute everything. But then I remember I run a gaming podcast, so I can't just mute the game and stuff off the timeline. I got to see it.
People were like, they were showing the pre-orders of them getting it, bro, over $800 some, $900 some. I was like, y'all spend that on a console? Y'all don't even know if it's gonna have.
It really make people want to go to PC. Because I mean, like, you can get a nice, gaming PC for like $400.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't got that like attention span to be like, oh man, let me get a PC, and then I have to build it, and then I have to get the required parts to it. And if I don't know how to do the building, I have to go take it to somebody that's gonna charge more extra money.
Well, you know what? People, you know what? If you're paying $900 for a PS5, you can pay $750 for a custom built PC.
Facts. 100 times facts. Right? I'm just saying. That sounds like a lot more work to do.
But hey, if you a true gamer,
I got a gaming
and you like
laptop,
playing games
so
like that, then
I got a gaming laptop, so I'm straight. And it got Steam. So if y'all got Steam out there, what's up?
Man, I'm telling you. And speaking of streaming and stuff like that, let's talk about some of these aimbot and other hacking issues that people might that I'm not even talking about Zen Master. I'm not talking about 2K. That's what you were implying. I know that you were. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, please. But I've been seeing clips and people putting stuff on Twitter or they doing little YouTube streams and stuff, and they got their hacks turned on or they got their aimbot menu turned on, but they don't realize that it's broadcasting on their live stream, not just on their PC screen. Yeah. And to see people's faces when they get banned live on stream from a game, especially a game like Fortnite or CSGO, like, it's hilarious to me, honestly. But I kind of feel like y'all had it coming. Y'all showing folks that y'all
dude, they know the risk, man. They know the risk. Can't be sitting up there.
But how many times can you do it though, and you keep getting found out?
I don't know, man. People are desperate for attention. I'm not saying what they're doing is like there's a reason to it. I think it's the most stupidest thing ever. I don't understand why. But hey, I'm not a hacker, so I really couldn't give you a legitimate answer. I'm just giving you observations at this point. Like, only reason why I can imagine doing is because they need a clout, and they want to do it from the aspect of like I can be ninja if I can just use these and nobody can see it. Because when you start like getting these leads and stuff, bro, you're not gonna have those. That's not what they bring into the table in the league.
They got referees standing behind these guys at these competitive events and stuff and everything. Yeah. It was one Counter-Strike Go event where the guy actually had a zip drive, like a little flash drive that he plugged into the computer that had all his aimbot hacks and all that stuff on there. And the referee saw like mid-match that he brought a secret menu up on his computer screen. He actually, tried to fight with the referee, like, trying to move his arm away, trying to hurry up and close the program and delete it before he could actually look at it. And the whole team got disqualified, all because you was cheating this whole time and, not being true to yourself. You lying to get to the main stage, and then not that you cheated and won and then got found out about years later. You got caught right there in the middle of the match. and then you tried to fight the referee. Like you're not making it look good on yourself right now. You shouldn't have cheated in the first place. Then you trying to fight the referee to prove that you're not cheating. If you're not cheating, let the man just look at your computer screen.
You just never prosper.
It is what it is. If cheating makes folks happy, then so be it. But
Look, that's nothing new. That's always been part of the gaming thing. People always want to be like, "Oh, I'm great," and then when it gets to the point where people are like, "All right, show us."
I'll tell you what is great though. That 9-foot that 9-foot vampire from Resident Evil Village. She been getting a lot of traction on social media.
The memes though, I know you've seen them. Oh my gosh, there's so many that they want to step on her. Like what?
Like
I don't understand. I
mean, I don't know. When you make a 9-foot woman with a shape like that, people go get, start fantasizing about things that they don't need to.
Yeah, but like, see, it's just that I don't know, because they got a lot of flack, like people who did the memes and stuff. Like people were being very sensitive. We making jokes about this and this, and it's just so much like they got heat from that themselves. But like it's so funny, bro. Like all those people who participated in making those memes, they were actually pretty hilarious. I was definitely sitting there chuckling at that whole situation. That joint was ridiculous. Right. But the one thing I want to talk about on the Resident Evil Village, though, which comes out in May the 7th. So y'all want to play that game? It comes out May the 7th.
Mark your calendars,
please.
The demo is out, by the way.
It is out. Yep. Further notice on when it's gonna come out on the other ones, but PS5 get it first. And it is actually for PS5, Xbox Series, X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and PC players. So everybody wins. Except for
everybody happy.
I don't know if Epic Game Store might get it, but I'm pretty sure they will. But one of the things about it was that Capcom opens up about the decision to bring back Ethan Winters in Resident Evil Village. Now, I do agree. Resident Evil 7, I'm playing it now. It's not bad, but the old, like, I don't know, like I was more the old school guy, like the old school Resident Evil with like, Redfield and all those. Like, and they had those puzzles, and them puzzles was like super difficult. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was times where back in the old times where you had to stop it and literally like write it down on a piece of paper and then, or make the map and all that. So like I thought it was gonna go back in that field. And there's nothing wrong with this one because I do like this one. I like where this is going. And then obviously everybody else in the world is liking how it's going with all the simping.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, so I like how this is going so far. But I was expecting more, back in that one. But the reason why to them, one of the developers that actually made the game, I think that was the one who was on the trailer, and I forgot his name. I'm botching, but he was like the team grew quite attached to Ethan, as a character. So we knew we wanted to continue his story arc. We wanted to continue to have players experience the game through his eyes. The protagonist, Ethan Winters, is a continuation of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard after all. So they was gonna go with that. That was their first extent anyway. That they was gonna have him, be the protagonist again, since it was continuation. So I think a lot of people think they was gonna either remaster another one or they was gonna, branch off with something else. But yeah, so to be honest, Ethan is definitely a protagonist. I can say like his punchlines was warped. I really didn't like the punchlines that they gave him. Like, I think the one recently when I was taking on that big lady.
He's special.
You know what I mean? It's just like, what is this? What? Like, this thing is crawling and is 10 times your size now. Literally, she had long arms like a center that has long arms, or a lock with the longest arms in the game on 2K.
I think looking like a pale Bobo.
Literally, like that's how she looked, and it's just like, wow, That's special. Like, what? What kind of answer is that? So I don't know. I have mixed views about Ethan. I mean, hopefully this time around, Ethan is more, subconscious is where he is, because it just seemed like he's not even in a horror flick right now. He just winging it as he go along. Like that's what it just seems like. But yeah, I thought Resident Evil Village, it's gonna be interesting. So this is, well, I just want to share that with y'all. I thought that was pretty cool. Why they really like Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because of the whole first person aspect, they wanted to keep just going with him because, I guess they already had that established from, Resident Evil Biohazard. So I'm guessing that's why, but I know it's a lot of, it's a lot of Chris fans out there, a lot of Chris Redfield fans out there. So,
dude, Redfield all the way, dude.
So I know everybody wanted him to come back, but
they could have gotten Leon. They could have got.
They could have brought Leon back.
They could have brought Leon. You know what I mean? Hey, or Claire, dude.
They go, Capcom go do what they want. So
hey, but like I said, I'm not knocking.
It's always something.
It looked like it's fun. It looked like it's fun, so I'm not knocking it. I was just saying, like, as far as like why they choose Ethan Winters was actually, it's still not a bad move, but I still have mixed views about him. That's all. But that's just my opinion.
And that's all we're here for. Is just we give our opinions. We give facts on some things here and there, but we basically just here shooting the breeze and giving our opinions on everything, and hopefully you guys, the listeners, agree with us, or even if you don't, it's just our opinion, just like you have yours. So nothing to get mad about. We all just chilling.
Round one.
No. Finish him. All right, let me stop.
That's exactly how it's gonna go. That's exactly how it's gonna end. Up next, what I had? Oh, how did I almost forget? Upcoming games in February. Just in case y'all haven't been up to date like with that, I'll start preaching that out there too. Start bringing you a little bit more and more about games as going to be coming out soon. Definitely in this month in February. We're already going to skip a little bit up. If you haven't played it yet though, please play Little Nightmares 2. Please play that, because that game does something to my spirit.
Do something to your spirit? How? It touch your spirit a good way, bad way? How?
Bad, dude. It's scary.
Oh,
dude.
God.
Like, it's nothing.
Is that terrifying?
I mean, for me, but other people might not have the same kind of scaredness that I have. I easily get scared at some points. When I see something, if I hear something falling, I'm already turning around. What was that? What was that? Like, if y'all have not seen me stream, I'm telling you got to watch me stream. And Cash Supply, by the way, on stream. Stop it! Stop! Stop!
Listen, y'all. The way this man be hollering, playing, I'd be in tears. Tears.
Leave me alone. The first thing they have is Fallen Legion Revenants, which is coming out February 16th. PlayStation 4, Switch, and the PC. You have Persona 5 Strikers. That's a really cool little popular game. I think it's kind of like anime, I believe. Persona 5 Strikers is out on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC, coming out on February 23rd. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection comes out on Switch February the 25th. You have Hellpoint that comes out also on Switch on February 25th. You have Bravely Default 2, which is also on Switch February the 22nd. So there's a lot of games. Retromania Wrestling. I don't know if y'all know about, wrestling that much, Just saying,
know a little bit.
I don't know if you know.
A little bit about that wrestling, just a little bit, but we'll come back to that momentarily.
Anyway, that game, Retromania Wrestling, comes out PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch and PC coming out in February 26th. And that is the rumor reports.
Nice. Oh yeah, and speaking of rumors, a game that we consistently talk about on the podcast because it has so many high hopes, but it's been going just through the mud as of late. Has been, of course, Cyberpunk 2077.
Why do we keep bringing this game up?
Because it's like the stock market. It has its ups and downs, but eventually it gets good, okay? Sometimes. But anyways.
Explain why you say that, please.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
waiting.
this is not me saying. This is from an article that I found. But a new mod for the game has massively, and I mean massively, improves the performance by lowering the rendering distance in the game. So basically, it's not trying to load up all the high graphic details that's real far off in the distance that you can't really basically see. It's only going to really focus on what's like, in a certain area that's around you.
I mean, the best way I could even remotely put that with the looking system is remember Dead Island 2 when they was in the I was on the island. You know how you turn around and stuff, and how that blur follows you when you turn.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives that kind of feel of it when the stuff looks buggy and stuff, where people was like, "Oh man, I can't see this. This is horrible." It kind of gave that kind of feel, but that was Xbox 360 days. I don't know what the excuse is now. I'm just. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but basically, it's just a modder basically, set out a list of settings that you have to apply basically, while you're playing the game. And I actually took a look at them for the settings that has to be enabled in the control panel. And a lot of this stuff don't make sense to me, at least not yet. But from what I do know, it does look like, it is just changing the texture of the background, the buildings and everything. So basically, it's still going to give you a high definition, free flowing game. But at the same time, it's not going to be laggy or choppy or anything like that because it's trying to, it's trying to give you the detail of, feathers on a bird that's flying, 3 miles away in the game or something like that.
Right.
So, it's you gonna know it's a bird there. You ain't gonna know what kind, but it's gonna be a bird there until you get up close to it, basically. So fair. It's a small step to making a game, that's just been criticized from, from the start, from launch. I'm not gonna say from the start because it had high hopes before it was launched.
Well, so, I mean, they didn't really have issues on the PC side, though. It really wasn't issues on the PC side. It was more the console stuff.
And that's what's making me go towards PC more because a lot of these games that they're starting to develop, will they be playing better on PC in the beginning? And I know that the Xbox Series X is basically a gaming tower anyway, in a sense, but at the same time, you're trying to stream off of there and running everything through there, you go overheat it. It could blow, it could short out, anything like that. So I still want to get a PC anyway.
Right.
Just because. But speaking of a PC, have you ever played on the Switch, Nintendo Switch or anything like that?
Well, where are you going with this?
Just answer the question. All you got to do is answer the question. Jesus, man. Come on.
I might have touched it maybe once or twice. All right.
So basically, all you Nintendo fans out there, going way back to the Nintendo 64 days.
That was my game. I touched it all the time.
The weird shaped controller that everybody loves.
McDonald's.
Super Smash Brothers.
Ooh, I love that. That's always gonna be a gem. I don't care what no one. That is a gem.
Oh yeah,
game.
Super Smash Brothers, and now they got Super Smash Brothers Ultimate right now.
Ooh, Ultimate. They got Dizo Carry too.
I mean, I'm not sure. They could. Maybe one day. But did you know that there's actually been a poll out for new DLC characters to come into the game?
What
Like, I
we
didn't
talking?
know this. I found this out today.
Mm-hmm.
I found this out earlier this morning, and basically, they have like 5 or 6 characters on the list, and everybody put in votes for them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, of course, a lot of third party people, have joined on basically, like, Cloud, Minecraft Steve, Sonic, Solid Snake, and a few other people
Mm-hmm.
that's, not really, a Nintendo brand, but they made it onto
Yeah,
the game some type of way.
cameos. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now they're basically saying that the new fighter that's already in the lead by 1,000 votes is, I don't know if you ever played Team Fortress 2, but the character Heavy is actually in the lead to make an appearance next on Super Smash Bros. So they're due to make an appearance on Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it's a few other characters that people might actually know of. Crash Bandicoot. He's in second place.
Man, who wants to deal with a spinning attack? Square.
That's all he go do. That's all he go do. Is just back and forth all across the map. And then
hey, little apples or peaches.
And
gonna be a bouncy character, that's for sure.
Facts. Big facts. And speaking of bouncy characters, you got Waluigi and Rayman, in third and fourth place with about 20 votes separating them.
It's funny though, because in Brawlhalla you can actually play as Rayman.
Man, Rayman was a dope game back in the day. I'm not even go front.
Right.
Not even go front. But there's actually been Master Chief, Tails, Sora from what's that game? I forgot. Kingdom of Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom of Hearts. Wait, don't they have Banjo and Kazooie as well?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Or he might have been a character on the list actually.
Banjo and Kazooie, bro. If y'all never played that game, what are y'all doing with your lives? Honestly, what have you done with your life? If you never played that game, you never heard of them, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Definitely should. Most definitely should.
Seek medical attention. You play video games, you never heard of that? What?
Speaking of medical attention, we got some guests that's about to stop through.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we?
Got a couple guys from our brother podcast on 613 Faye Productions in the Four Corners of Wrestling.
In the Four Corners.
We got my man Jay Will, and we got my brother Jose Quavo. And of course, I had to bring him in at least one time for the one time. He put on such an excellent show the other day with the wrestling podcast. I had to bring him on here as well. Everybody, welcome Mr. Hollywood Mike T. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey!
That's
he goes
it.
that again.
I thought we left that alone. I really was hoping we left that alone.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He's still on
back
it.
soon. Hope Marshall comes back real soon.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Marshall, Mr. Soul Simmons. We miss you on the wrestling podcast, brother. They miss you a lot over there. Come on, get back. Come on, get back for them, please.
Please.
I thought the Love Guru was pretty dope.
It was.
It wasn't. Please don't lie to this man. That shit was not it.
You don't know anything
man.
about love. That's why you always hating on me.
You don't know.
The single nigga talking to a nigga about that's engaged, talking about love. I don't get
What
this.
is love, baby?
Baby, don't hurt me. That's a good song. That's a song we should be singing.
Man, y'all get us
What's up,
copyrighted
Tone and
singing these
Cash?
songs.
No, but how are you, man?
Cash Senpai, what's going on, man? Tone,
Not much. How are
how
you?
you feeling, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How y'all been?
We're good.
You
I'm
know,
good. Well, I'm good. I don't know how Jay Will is.
you know, just living, bro. Just to trying to survive out here.
I'm pretty good, my darn self.
That's
It
great.
was getting to you, Mike.
Well, I'm glad all of y'all was able to come and be a part of Tone and Cash Gaming Pad. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, of course, most definitely.
Well, technically,
Not a problem, bro.
I can come whenever I want to come.
Yeah,
True.
that is true. That is true. That's the producer right there.
They gotta get invited. They gotta wait for the invite.
Man, fuck what he talking about. I'm coming anytime I want. Pause. I'm showing up anytime I feel like coming here.
We need to edit that.
No, I'll leave that in. People like to hear all that.
He
Phrasing.
said leave it
Anyway.
in. He said leave it in. That's wild.
Hey,
Phrasing.
it is what it is. But anyways, since y'all like to talk about love and what y'all love, tell me about a video game that y'all love. What was some of y'all favorite games that y'all played before? Let's start with Jay Wood.
Oh man, I'm a classic man. I started off on the NES way back in the day. That's what I started playing. But my first system that I owned personally was the Genesis. So, man, big games on there. All the Sonic games were great. We had Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2, man, Mortal Kombat 2. When that first came out, when you actually got to see the blood, shit was lit.
Oh yeah,
That shit was definitely something special.
Absolutely, man. That was a good time to be a video gamer then.
Oh yeah, what a time.
I had the Super Nintendo, man, PlayStation 2. I had the Dreamcast. Whew, man, that was a system too good for its time. And I've been an Xbox man ever since, honestly. I've had the Xbox original 360, the one. I haven't gotten the new one yet, and I currently got the Switch. So currently my favorite game to play right now is Warzone, and I'm still playing Breath of the Wild 2 on my Nintendo Switch. I mean, Breath of the Wild 1 on the Nintendo Switch.
My question to you though on Warzone, how many wins you got?
Oh man, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I think I'm around I think I'm around 15. But I think 12 of them are solos.
So is it harder to play
harder than me.
Warzone on Switch than it is to play?
Oh no, I played it on Xbox. I played on Xbox. I don't play
I
it on
thought
Switch.
you was playing on Switch. I was like, ooh, you was built different.
Oh no, I could not even imagine playing
He's
that on
definitely
Switch.
built different.
Man, he took a big.
I'm really not about to take this verbal abuse from the light-skinned kangaroo over there. I'm sick of his shit right now.
Hey man,
it's getting a little hot over here in the game.
All right, so we need to go to the next. We need to go to the next person.
Let's go to Mike T next.
Yeah.
What's some of your favorite games, man?
Shit. My favorite games, 2K. That's it. That's all I really play.
2K.
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 Shout out to the Elite Pack.
I used to be a Madden guy, but I stopped playing Madden because different reasons. But college football was my shit. I go back to the first Nintendo, so I've been playing games for a long ass time. So yeah, but I have 2K probably my favorite game.
You got a specific year that you like to play, or that was your favorite year for 2K?
Nope. I don't. Probably the year that we met. Probably the year that me and Tone met. That's probably my favorite. No, because I was getting my man in that year. Like, I don't know why I didn't get drafted to the league. I was shitting on people. I was in the
Yeah,
combine.
you was going crazy in the combine at the
I was-
3. I was at the 2, so I was having a little competition.
Yeah, I literally
People ain't want to give me the ball.
I scored
That's still the same now.
I scored 54 points. 54 points. I averaged like a dub, and 8, and probably like 6 boards. Like, I don't know why I ain't make it, but yeah, man, 2K is my shit.
I was averaging triple double. I don't want to relive those years though in the freaking in the combine, and I was like, what? Like,
I think I was too old. That's what I think it was. I think it was too old because there wasn't nobody old that got drafted. So, it is what it is.
I don't know. They told me I didn't read the requirements, so it's fine. Thanks, 2K. I love you still. It's fine.
Yeah, 2K, we love you, man. We need a check.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hey, man,
I need some VC.
Yeah, we need some VC. I need a
Can y'all
system.
just I don't want no VC. Can y'all just give me a legend profile? Legend profile? That's all I want. So I can get them extra 10 badge points for each category and just be a dog.
Make me a mayor of a city.
Be a dog.
Make me a mayor.
I don't want to be no mayor. People be following you around the course all day long, be trying to play with you. No, I'm just trying to hoop, bro. They want to hop in the party and everything, be screaming and stuff, and they be kids. Like, nah, bro, go on somewhere. Leave me alone.
Nah, I take that back, man. Nah, I take that back. I don't really like 2K because we used to play against a bunch of racist teams. Remember, Tone?
Yeah, we did play a couple of racist teams before. We played against a team that had Donald Trump on their court.
Yeah, KKK.
And they had KKK on their jerseys. Yep.
Yep. Hey,
how did they get away with that?
Whooped they ass that game.
But how they let them get away with that?
I don't know. We just whooped their ass, dog. We whooped their ass so bad. Like the first quarter, we was playing horrible because niggas was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We was just really heated about it, honestly.
Yeah, the next thing you know, we just turned it up and just whooped their ass. They were sending us messages and everything.
Oh well.
All right, so the next one,
Jose Quavo.
What's going on, y'all? So let's talk video games, right? Damn, bro, I played way too many, logged in too many hours, bro. PC wise, y'all made me really evaluate this crap, and it's like, damn, bro, I logged in a lot of hours. But yeah, I think Atari was my first
the
console.
Atari.
Yeah, that was the first one. Then Nintendo, of course, Super Nintendo.
Yep.
The N64 was one of my favorites. No Mercy on that one was great. Star
No
Fox,
Mercy.
Star Fox, great.
Yeah.
Which ones? So a few other ones. 007 was definitely a good one. Yeah, there's
Who
just
the
a
Golden
bunch on
Eye?
that. Bro, come on now. What else? What is it? Mario World.
Dr. Hit Nice, yes.
Yeah, you got Mario World. There's so many good ones on the N64. I feel like that's
so many
good one.
gems.
You can always bring that one back up.
Of course.
PlayStation. I know Sega. Y'all remember Sega?
Of course.
Sega was a good one. Sonic.
Sega.
Always had me playing Sonic on that shit, right?
Hey, Tone, hold on. Hey, Tone. You know, if you let him, he's gonna name every game and every system ever made, right?
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
You like the Metal Gear Solid?
Let me fast forward. Let's fast forward. Xbox and PS4. I like enjoying both of them jokes. But I think Call of Duty 4, not Call of Duty 4, but Black Ops 4 on the Xbox One was really dope. That shit was dope. I think the Easter egg maps, love playing them Jones. And then right now, currently on the PS5, Destiny, dog. That shit is like the only thing I like enjoying on it right now. But other than that, I mean, same old.
See, but Destiny is a different grind, man. I know we talk about 2K grinding, but Destiny grind, I've been a part of that. That grind is something different, bro. You talking about the time that you got to sit on, you got to sit in that chair,
log in the hours,
and you got to.
I'm telling you, your seat is always warm.
I know.
But see, I come from logging in Final Fantasy hours on the PS2 and PS3. So, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I
evaluate my life real quick.
So I wasn't a Final Fantasy kind of player like that. I wasn't really into the RPGs, but I did play Kingdom of Hearts though, and I was and it's basically not the same, but they have a lot of good similarities together.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy. So like, I never been watching people that play Final Fantasy, and I was like, maybe I can get into this now. Like, you know what I mean? Since
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
playing all the Kingdom Hearts and stuff. So yeah, no, I
Was it- yeah,
definitely.
If you do it, go with 10. Definitely go with 10. That's storyline is the best one.
I say Kingdom Hearts is like a legit way to get people into RPGs because it has
Yeah.
the relatability to Disney characters, and people
Yeah.
don't feel lost in the process as they're playing.
Right.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
I beat Super Mario Brothers 3 6 times.
God damn. You couldn't switch to another game.
You was speed running? You was trying to do speed run records or something? You was timing yourself every time?
Hey, listen, man, I was a beast in Super Mario 3, bro.
Come
Man,
see
those
him.
speed
He said,
runs-
no,
one of the
he said,
hardest
I
ones,
never
though,
needed that
low-key.
tail, bro. I never needed that tail ever, bro. I didn't even
At
care
all.
if it was a sky map. I still didn't use that tail, bro.
But let me
Frog
tell
all
you-
day.
But also
Dude,
some wrestling games that were great, like SmackDown versus Raw versus
Yeah, that was really good.
the best. You know, it was a sleeper wrestling game. The first Raw on Xbox, the very first one, that was a sleeper game. It was pretty
No.
good, man.
it was good, but Raw 2 was better. Like the simple fact that like the Xbox had the hard drive that like
Mhm.
how many gigabytes was it? It was huge. I put whole CDs on there and you could just choose the music. Dude, I
Mhm.
legit spent like 6 hours working on my character just for the ring entrance, like
Yeah.
adjusting the lights, the timing of the
dude.
music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was sick. That game was great.
What was your
It was
music?
way ahead of its time.
What was your
Honestly, it
theme music?
was.
What was your theme
Oh,
music,
dude,
J-Will?
Mike, you know I'm a go-go head, so I had like raw image Ziploc bag on there. So yeah, I'm a go-go head, bro.
Ziploc bag.
Yeah, bro. Man, look, that was that shit. You gotta look it up. Listen to it.
Gotcha. I'll look it up.
But I mean, SmackDown was always like a good game on PlayStation 2. I couldn't take nothing away from it though.
I even like the Brock Lesnar game. Here Comes the Pain. I love
Yeah, that was
one.
a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I definitely was a fan
Shit,
of that
like-
one.
The
Take
2K,
it back to
economics.
Death Jam Vendetta.
the 2K ones haven't been bad.
You stop it right there.
The earlier 2K ones were great, honestly.
Yeah.
But like the later ones, like WWE 2K18 and beyond that, were like I don't know
they were
like,
terrible.
what
Don't
they were
even get
doing.
me
They were
started.
garbage. Like
Cash
They're
grab.
trash.
Hey, I got one more. I got one more
Cash
for
grabs.
you.
Yep.
I got one more for you. I beat Tecmo Super Bowl with 13 different teams.
Yeah.
mm.
Man,
Jackson.
I've never
I wanna
actually
see the
played that
proof.
game. I don't think I've
Was you-
actually ever played it.
Was you running around with Bo Jackson all the time, like how Peter do on Family Guy?
I put Deion
Bro.
Sanders. I put Deion Sanders at quarterback. And QB 12. I use QB 12. You don't know about that.
Oh, you was cheating.
Yeah, man.
He was.
He said, yeah, man. No shame in this game whatsoever.
You was
no
out
shame.
there
You know what I
cheating, but hey, get
You
the
gotta-
dub.
You got to cheat to win sometimes, bro. I had Game Genie. I had all that, man. I was.
All
I
right,
was.
Bill
No.
Belichick.
I had the books.
I say ask Tom Brady. He knows about cheating to win.
Deflategate.
How you come on another podcast and try to get them canceled by dissing Tom Brady? You know, if he hear that, they're gonna cancel him.
You know Tom Brady played in Michigan, right? Where I'm from, right? You know that, right?
Be quiet.
I got nothing for you, bro.
Go ahead. You gonna have these people knocking at my door in the middle of the night. Tom Brady is amazing. He's the greatest of all time.
How dare you? He went to Tampa.
12, I'm gonna have 12 just drawn all over and painted all over my porch and my yard. Like I don't know what to do. Thanks, Jay Will.
You're welcome.
Tom Brady gonna come to your house, man. I never owned this house, but this look nice. Got 12 all around it. I like it.
Man, what? He would probably end up buying the house and not end up being in office or something, man.
no. Come on, let's not.
But anyways, so before we go ahead and end this and move on to the next one, what was some of y'all worst gaming experiences that y'all had? Choose like one time where a game like really just frustrated the hell out of you, and you just like wanted to rage.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Why is that? For a certain level?
Man, it was just different than the other Marios. It looked different too, and you know what I'm saying. Peach was on that bullshit. She kept getting, she kept getting captured. Like Peach, she blows me, man. Like why she always she keep cheating and then wanting me to come help her out. You know.
I mean, that's what the storyline seemed like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with this man. Okay, I feel like at some points, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? This is not the first time we did this. It's not the first dance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How you keep getting kidnapped by the same dude every single time?
That's what I'm saying. Switch it up every once in a while. You know what I mean? Get Toad to go in there and just throw the whole game off.
Nah, she be going to go give Bowser some of that cutty.
Oh.
Bowser begins.
Mike got mad because she was choosing up.
Wow.
He got mad because he was choosing.
Hey, dog, I was getting my coins in the process, so hey, I'm winning too. I'm getting my coins. I'm getting my coins up, bro. Just like Sonic, you know. See, Sonic was a real one. Sonic wasn't trying to save nobody. Sonic was
true.
Sonic was just about trying to, you know what I'm saying. He just playing his game, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he was just about pissing off Robotnik, bro. That's all it was.
Yeah,
while getting them coins, you know what I'm saying. He was trying to get that bread.
You know what? Mario was a simp. Now that I think about it.
Thank God we ain't on Twitch.
Right?
Show would have got canceled real quick.
No, he's a simp. Think about it.
Show is a simp.
Think about it. He is a simp, bro. That man's a simp. Think about it. First of all, from Mario 1 to Mario 3, he was just, you know, he had to eat the mushroom and all that. You had to go get Peach. But in Super Mario World, he got a cape. Oh, Super Mario, brother. Super caping. He was caping, man.
This man here.
He's burned up.
He was saving her.
The Super Saver?
He got a cape. It got too hard for him after Super Mario 3. He got a cape. He went and got a cape, started flying everywhere and doing all type of stuff with the cape. And then he got Yoshi. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, he was lit when he got Yoshi, though.
Oh, yeah, that was the best combination right there.
Luigi was the brother that was trying to tell him, hey, bro, she don't really want you, bro. Like,
he's that type. He's that type.
Because Luigi was going to sweep in and, you know, hop on. That's how he was going to do it. He seemed like he was a little slimy little brother.
He was just a number 2 player, bro. He was just a number 2 player.
And what the number 2 always try to do,
bro,
he's the number 1 to be number 1.
He was trying to get the sloppy seconds, bro. Chill out.
What you saying
he wanted to get the fancy first before the sloppy seconds.
Mario already done, you know, cleaned the bowl. All right.
Nah, so Luigi knew what Princess was
if
about.
anything, Mario was second because Bowser probably already got up on there first anyway.
Luigi knew she was a freak. He knew she was a freak.
What are we doing?
Blame Mike. That's what we're doing. Mike, it's all your fault.
How do we get here?
I mean, when you really think about it, though, Bowser was a pimp, though.
No, he was definitely Mac.
Have y'all seen the new Mario? They got this man Bowser wearing a suit in the boss fight right before he married Peach.
Like Kingpin, bro.
Like I'm telling you, he wearing an all white suit and he be boxing. Like he on another level right now. Bowser, they done upgraded him. He bought that life now.
How do we get here?
Hold on. Which one's gonna be a longer longevity, Sonic or Super Mario?
These thoughts and opinions are brought to you by 613 Faye Productions.
Shameless plug.
Did y'all hear the question? Which one is more? What do you think is more longevity, making Sonics or making Super Mario's? Because both of them are still getting re-up every time, bro. I'm pretty sure soon, because dealing with next gen, they're gonna have Sonic again, making some kind of.
I would go with Mario.
I'm gonna go with. Make sure you also tune into RDC Gaming, Supreme Dreams. They have the video game house.
Yes,
and that question will be answered in the next video game house. Make sure you subscribe and follow them. And if you follow them, follow us too.
Please, we need it.
And don't forget to show the likes. Show the love. Show the love.
Thank you.
I think
you say it better ourselves.
I think you should get Jay Will off your show now, and Jose, both of them. You should move on.
Bro, you hating, bro? What you hating for?
Well, I mean, we do gotta It is February after all, and you know
Yeah.
we didn't bring you guys an episode last week, you know, to showcase, you know, a lady in the gaming community. So
Right.
we got something special for y'all this episode actually coming up next. So we will go ahead and wrap things up with the fellas from the In Four Corners of Wrestling podcast.
In the Four Corners.
And Jay
Make sure
Wood.
y'all catch them out. Go ahead, throw out them dates and them times. Or days and times.
You guys.
I'm
Or
not
in
on
the
the
you
Four
can catch-
Corners. You can catch the old school show. When, Jay Will?
You can catch us Thursday at 8 a.m. No, 11 a.m.
What?
Don't even
Is it
know
11 a.m.?
Showtime.
Get him off the day. Listen.
Nine-
Listen.
look,
Listen.
9
No, Jose. Okay.
Look,
You can catch In the Four Corners Wrestling Podcast Sundays and Thursdays. Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. and Sundays live at 11 a.m. on the 613 YouTube channel. Jay Will.
Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. You gotta add that in there, sir.
I thought you was gonna say freaking Asian Standard Time. What the fuck? You don't
But,
know.
look,
know
how
when
did this happen, motherfucker?
Do you even listen to the show?
That's
How
none of
you-
your business.
You don't support us.
Tough.
Where
Big
is
tough.
the love? Where is the love? All right.
If y'all ever did listen to their podcast, y'all know that they like this all the time. So this ain't
Always.
nothing new to us.
Nothing new.
So y'all might seem shocked and surprised. That's just because y'all haven't listened to them. But they are very knowledgeable, very entertaining. They know their stuff. So please check them out sometimes when y'all get a chance.
Please.
In the Four Corners of Wrestling.
And Jay Will's favorite pastime is watching pig rotisserie.
Quavo. There you have it, folks.
All right, fellas. We'll holler at y'all later. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, please.
Well, we like supposed to say bye. Bye.
Yeah, that would have been nice, you know. Everybody
Being
goodbye,
polite,
everybody. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Bye.
Jay Will just left. I'm gonna get on him later.
Right, we're gonna go at his neck.
You kicking us out for the most important people. So yeah, I'm gone too. Peace out.
Wow.
All right, Mike T. See you in the
All right,
back.
buddy.
Untitled Cash, it was a pleasure, yo.
Oh yeah, as
All right,
always.
Jose.
All right, man. Be easy.
All right, now
Mm-hmm.
we got a group of lovely ladies here for you guys today. We got two members from the Facts Podcast.
Right.
We have Mo, and
Mo
we got Dynasty in the building.
and Dynasty.
And we also have another female guest as well. We have Nina with Rebel Blue.
Rebel Blue. Nina. Hi. Hi, everyone.
How y'all ladies doing?
Hey.
How are y'all?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right. I'm all right.
Whoa.
Doing all right.
Oh yeah, we're doing all right. Doing all right. Want to just first of all say thank you for, you know, spending just a little bit of time with us today on the Gaming Podcast. Okay.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate it. You know, it's rare when we get to see Facts on the on our podcast. This is first appearance.
Yeah, first appearance. We'll be doing a crossover episode soon with them and the Four Corners of Wrestling as well. So you guys look out for that coming out soon.
And I believe this is the first time for Rebel Blue, right? Rebel Blue, Nina.
Yep, first time as well.
Yes. What up?
No, nothing much. How you been?
I'm doing amazing. Doing what I do, working as usual.
Look at her, all that
good.
power.
That's good.
Look at all that power she brings in.
Oh,
All
that
this
power in the month of love. You feel me?
in the month of love. So speaking of love, I don't have none of that.
Oh wow.
So
Oh wow.
playing hard to get. So
Wow. Okay.
the
All
next.
right. I don't know what to say after that. Okay. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray on that.
All right. So, like I said before, we want to thank you, ladies, for taking your time out to come step on the
Yes.
podcast with us.
Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem
Yes,
at
thank
all.
you. Thank you for inviting. Very excited to be here.
So
So,
excited to have you.
So, ladies, I know, growing up, you probably done had, brothers or, male cousins that was always playing some type of video game and you thought it was probably interesting. You probably tried to play too to learn, to be able to hang out with them sometimes. But, if you did, end up playing some games back then, what's some of the games that you like to play?
Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, Mortal
Sister.
Dun, 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 dun. You said what was? I'm sorry.
I said, Sister, that is my shit. My game.
I think everybody loves Mortal Kombat. It don't matter if you male or female. It don't matter. Mortal Kombat is a universally sound game for everyone.
But it was so dope. It was so dope. Like finish him. Like that right there. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, the finishing abilities was definitely something unique that Mortal Kombat brought to the table that no other game at that time was like literally bringing. Like there was a lot of they finally started showing more blood more now than back then, but finally getting to see the fatalities and how they did them was so unique. And you can either get blown to bits, chewed up, spit out, acid. It was just so much you could do. Eye gouging. I mean, tearing you limb from limb, giving you the wishbone treatment from noob cyber. I'm sorry, I'm going way too far. Continue it, please help.
All
Come
right.
on.
So,
Another one would be what was it when Sonic and Tails came out? That
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was me. That was my thing.
Most definitely. I fucks with Sonic. I don't know. I think two of the ones that I loved the most was Mega Man.
Mega Man.
My shit. And I think one that I loved but pissed me off so much was Zelda, Link from the Past.
Oh
That
my
game
gosh,
was
I forgot
intense.
about Zelda.
Yes, that game was intense. Like when you go underground,
Zelda's fire.
you gotta light it up and all kinds of stuff is coming at you. I'm like, oh, make you start all the way back. Do 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 do. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, not again.
Must
I
play
don't know. I can
on that hard difficulty.
Yes, and I think another one for me, one that was kind of underrated, but it was on the Sega Saturn. Very short-lived, but they remastered it with Shenmue. I love that game. And it's a game in Tokyo. It's set in Tokyo, but it's such a good game to play. And they just remastered it for Xbox, so I'm feeling it.
I gotta get my hands on that.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace the culture.
Mo, what about you, Mo? You real quiet over there. You usually just
What's up?
rambunctious and loud. On the
What's up?
podcast.
How y'all doing?
What's
What's
up?
up?
Oh, I feel the
What's
energy.
up?
Hey, what's
The energy
up?
is lifted over here.
So what about you, Mo? What's some games that you like to play when you ain't doing nothing?
I'm on the PS4 system.
Okay.
I like to play The Sims 4. I'm a big Sims fanatic.
Me too, girl. I bought almost every one of them expansion packs, man.
Yes, and so I buy all the expansion packs. I'm talking about I got the university one.
Yes.
Like you can send them to college. Like it's real dope. So I'm really into Sims. I like all type of like virtual like living type of games. I don't know. Call me old fashioned. I'm boring, I guess. That's just personally what I like.
I was say for people who that's been living for rock, can you like give like a brief description on what Sims is?
Okay, so basically, Sims is a simulated game where basically you can create, one person, you can create up to a family, you can create a whole neighborhood. The game definitely has like free play options, but then you definitely have goals and missions and things that you can accomplish. So that's definitely what I try to tap into because you can get like trophies and things like that, which I've definitely got. Like
Don't mean to
every
toot my
time,
own horn.
yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, I'm just like number one with the Sims when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been playing it for over 15 years. I started playing on the computer at first. So, it's real
That's where
nice
it
to
was
see how
originated
they
at.
exactly. So it's nice to see it on PS4. Like, man,
Yeah.
Sims came a long way.
Long way.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you, Sims has came a long way. A lot of the commands and things that they do, like the stuff is outrageous now.
Yeah.
Just with the conversations, the in depth with it. I mean, they're talking about politics on there. Sims, like who to be affiliated with and things like that. Like, oh no, they're very emotional than they used to be.
Right. Well, I mean, Sims is definitely a true like. When you said it was old, like my sister is only 13 years old and she plays Sims like it's no tomorrow. So it definitely touches all aspects of ages. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I know you're an old, like you want to call yourself like an old head, but like everybody plays that game. And y'all was
Yeah,
touched and y'all
it
was
took
back
for me
then.
to
And
get
now,
into it to find out how many people
yeah.
played it. Like, it's real dope to hear your sister
Yeah.
plays it because I was her age playing it as well. So
Yeah.
that's dope.
What got me is that my daughter is playing Sims. That was when I was like, oh God, how old am I? Oh God. Oh God. My daughter is 9 years old and she's like, Mom, look, I'm playing Sims. And I was like, what? You know about Sims? Then she told me, she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, and I've got a whole new generation. Look, she's like, yeah, so this is the second generation. And she's like showing it to me and
Right.
everything. And like my eyes start watering because I was like, oh God. I don't know if it was really because I was excited she was playing the game and I can relate, or if it was the sadness of like, goddamn, like how are you playing this? Like this is not fair to me. Like I don't know about this, but
you just have mixed
it is
emotions.
nice to see that, like when you still see like with what they even did with Sonic the Hedgehog, to see how he still has like life out here.
Yeah.
And then even with Mario, like it's like, damn, like y'all still doing this? Like, okay, all right,
Yeah,
that's what's up. Like I can't relate though, because I'll be telling like old stories for stuff that don't even matter to what is going on now. But it's like, but I remember how big it was. It's amazing.
Right on.
And speaking on, our kids playing games and stuff like that now that we didn't play when we was growing up, how do y'all, feel about, as parents, letting, kids play certain games nowadays? Because I know, I don't know if I heard correctly or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard in the background when somebody was talking, I heard some little song playing. And that song sounds very familiar. Is someone's kid playing Got Your Life?
That's my kid.
My kids play that.
My kids play Got Your
I
Life.
hear that
And
song
I
in
am
my
not
sleep.
a fan of Got Your Life at all. I don't know what that game really entails of. And maybe as a gamer, I need to get a little bit more into it. But it's a lot of relationship talking and making our kids a little boy crazy, in my opinion. So not a fan of Got Your Life.
Girl.
And
Man.
I don't, my kids, when they play it, they just, put like the little clothes and, make different characters and stuff. But one game that I have a problem with them playing is Roblox.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Roblox is unsafe.
I don't really like Roblox.
Yes,
I try to
it's
monitor who they talking to or if they playing with friends online and stuff, because they just be adding, my kids are autistic. So, I be trying to explain to them, like, you just can't talk to anybody. You can't just be friends with anybody. Like, I know you know your address, but when people ask you, don't say what your address is. So, it get kind of, hard because, one day I'm telling them, okay, if you need help, say your address. But then the next day I'm telling them, don't tell them your address. So it's like, they get a little confused. But at the same time, right now, it really don't matter to me. I don't know who y'all talking to or playing with. You know, if you need to get online, I'm gonna log you in with the password and stuff like that. You know, I'm gonna monitor as much as I can because
And I think it's a
Roblox
good
is
thing
something
you said
different.
that because, one thing that parents do have to do with these children's games is be mindful in monitoring these games
Mm-hmm.
because, again, you don't know who your children are talking to. There are predators out there that are preying on our children, and you just don't know. And a lot of us just aren't aware sometimes of how interactive these games are with the chats and sometimes with the voices and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely parents have to be mindful to, inform their children of what's going on. I don't really see a lot of parents doing the internet talks like we had when we were younger, not giving out your information and things like that. Some of these parents are sharing the phone with the children and some of their information is being taken, in numerous ways. So you definitely got to be careful with letting the kids play the online games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
like
Most
definitely.
something I
definitely.
learned playing it. So her friend was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna send you a link. Jump onto this. It's a private server. So, I'm start paying more attention. So it was nice to hear that it was a private server and no one could get in there but her and a couple of her friends. But then I was just like, wait. So how many times have you been invited to a private server? And are you sure that this person, like, it's all these other things that we have to worry about, but at the
Mm.
same time, back when, with us coming up, like there was when AOL Instant Messenger and all that other stuff, when that came out and you sit there
Mm-hmm.
and you could be in that chat, you realize how big
ICQ.
the world was and how quick it was for you to get access to other people. So it's like none of this stuff that's going on with the video games now, it doesn't really surprise me because they've been plotting on it. And it's just with
Mm.
everything that was created to be a nice fun tool, there's always, the creeps out there that turn it into something to make it, scary.
Yeah.
But the private, and finding out about the private server, when I found out about that, I'm like, wait, you can have that? I didn't know anything about it. So when my daughter plays,
Yeah,
she's
you're
like,
definitely telling
oh,
me
mom.
something new.
Yeah, and the thing about it, she's hearing. So my daughter is 9. So to hear the one kid call her and say, "Yeah, jump on. Come on, we're gonna get on the private server." So I'm like, "Wait, whoa," and I'm like, "Let me not ask anything yet. Let me see how this goes." So when I heard that, I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Well, let me let people know. Hey, it's a private server on there. People, they'll sit there, they messaging kids, and they'll think that because they're trading them for, like, I forgot, it's this game, Adopt Me, that's on Roblox. And my daughter, she's in there trading out something because she's like, well, I have to do this because I want the golden egg. And I'm like, you ain't gotta do nothing for no golden egg. Like, we got eggs in the kitchen. Like, don't be tripping off of none of this right here. This is a video game. And she's like, no, but if I trade them this, they'll give me this. So it was something that she worked really hard to get and have been asking for Robux. I give her that. She gets this thing. Somebody's like, well, if you give this to me, I'll give you this, but just trade your stuff first. So next thing, my daughter, like, well, okay, I ain't gonna sit here and call her a fool. But at 9 years old, she was trusting of someone she didn't know to go and trade all these things with. And she traded, and she gave her stuff. They ain't trade nothing. She lost everything that she had. I'm like, who convinced you to do this? Why would you do this? And I'm like, okay, I got to sit a little bit closer because if you can get swindled out of this, I don't know what else they're going to tell you. And you're going to think that it's okay. Like, I'm like, these people ain't your friend. You don't know them. Your
Exactly.
friends, you
You're
know your
right.
friends. And it's like, it got that scary. But I'm glad that situation happened. And I'm glad it happened in a video game. So now I know what to look out for with her and what to talk about with her. Because again, you lost stuff that you worked for. And I paid
Yeah.
for that. No, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you on that. My 14-year-old is experimenting with Rec Room, and I do not like that at all. Like some of those rooms that they go into, I've heard the
Oh,
language, and I'm like, whoa.
hey, Nina, would you like to give a brief summary about Rec Room so people will know what that is? I know what Rec Room is, but
So Rec Room is kind of like IMVU on Xbox. And it has the look of Roblox, but you can go into these different rooms. Sometimes it's the basis of it is you're like on a campus and you have your own dorm room and you can go and buy stuff and buy clothes and stuff. But some of them conversations, clearly their kids on there mixing with adults. And I've heard like adults coming at kids and, oh, come back to my dorm room with me. And I'm like, oh, no, sir. No, sir. I've definitely had to kick my son's ass off that TV. Like, bro, no.
Yeah, I heard about the game and stuff, and I was actually pretty skeptical about it because I was just like, man, it's first of all, it's free,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like anybody's gonna hop on there and play, and I just didn't want to be in that kind of situation where you have to deal with something like that. Even though I know what to do in those situations, but just imagine all the people that's taking advantage of these situations because the parents are not watching it, or other stuff is going on in the house that they have to attend to, and they playing this and whatnot. So they're talking to a random complete stranger that is basically influencing them to do something that they shouldn't do.
And buying them content, and I think that that's where they befriend these older people, is they're willing to buy them stuff. Oh, cash at me. They're willing to cash app these kids, and they fall into it because they're not being monitored by their parents. So I'm just like, I see it. I definitely see it. And I've hopped on there myself just to see what it's about. And yeah, it's a lot. I've heard all kinds of conversations, sex, numbers being exchanged, get on Snapchat, and they take it further than a video game. So it's just like, how do we monitor our kids on a daily basis? And now it's even more increased because these kids are at home with COVID, so I'm just like, God.
Yeah, but you know what? It's good that if anything, at least for us and at least for this podcast right here, we're having this conversation about like, hey, if you didn't notice this, because you're like, okay, cool, my kid is out my face for a little bit so I can go ahead and take care of everything else I need to take care of. But it's like, you need to watch because they're developing these friendships right now so that when the pandemic or when the world goes to this level of new normal, this will be somebody they've been socializing with for so long that like they're gonna feel like, oh, it's cool, it's safe. I trust them. They've been friends with me, not knowing that no, you don't know these people. You don't understand what type of trouble or what type of things you can get yourself into. And again, like I said, my daughter got swindled off of all these animals that she wanted, and I'm like, that happened to you, and I'm like, wow. But again, it showed me a lot, and it showed me how much attention I need to pay because I was right there. And this happened. And you taking this big L. So thank God I was there so I can sit here and have these conversations to prevent anything from going any further.
Right.
Absolutely.
And to piggyback off something that Dynasty was saying, about, paying for the Robux and stuff like that, for kids to play games with, at first, everything was free. It was free for you to do everything. It didn't matter what you wanted to do. You could do it. Now it's like they putting a price on every single little thing. And, kids is constantly coming to the parent, like, oh, well, I need this much to get these Robux to do this. Or, I need to buy this so I can get that. And it's like, that puts a lot on the parents as well, because then, when the parent like, well, I can't do it right now. Let me see what I can do first. And then the kid, you want to get upset because they feel like they're going to miss out on something that everybody else is getting and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like some of these games is like misleading these kids with like all these microtransactions. Like, you have to get this to be able to play the game. Like, it's not like that at all. Like, Fortnite is one of the main people. Buying all those loot boxes to get dances and different skins for players and stuff like that.
And this is a disclaimer. This is not nothing to do with Fortnite. I think Fortnite is okay. I'm just saying the way how y'all got it set up. The way y'all have it set up.
Is.
It what I mean? Y'all put a lot of pressure on a lot of people, bro. Especially when they have kids, and oh man, you can get like a free dancing skin, right? And then that one dancing skin is I can finally do dance emotes. Oh, no way! And it already gets the kid captivated and wants to get some more. Like, what I mean? So it was literally designed for children to to beg and request getting all this money on their thing just to give them what they want, bro, which is your money.
Sometimes they ain't even come down to kids asking. Sometimes kids already had the car information on their Xbox,
but my point
and
is
we're just buying stuff.
Exactly, and we're just buying it. Yeah,
like
it
$600 worth of stuff on Fortnite. I'll be ready to
look.
Some kids, and this is a disclaimer because I do not treat my kids this way. But if that ever did happen to me, my kids be hanging upside down by their ankles in the closet with the door closed. You hear me? I'd be like $600 on some skins and some dances. Can you do the dance in real life? Did you pay to learn to dance in real life? No.
You better make that dance.
Do the shoot dance and all that stuff like that if you want to. Go and shoot. Go outside and do the shoot dance. Get my $600 back. That's what I want.
No, it's true though. But like you have to imagine too, though. Some kids do ask their parents, and some kids don't. And some people just they hate the word no. Some children just no.
True.
Then they'll wait till you either go to bed or somewhere when they're not watching, boop, and go ahead and spend a little bit on there, and they're gonna keep doing it until you figure out that dang, I just had $300. Like what I mean? You just sit there, just what
There's no way I'm leaving my credit card information on that Xbox at all. That boy gonna have to beg me for it. I'm sorry. No,
I got my kids their own little prepaid card. I put a little bit of money on there, and whatever y'all spend, that's it.
Yeah,
no extra. That's it. You know what I mean? You ain't getting my card number.
If you're not monitoring,
I'm glad you said that. That's what I'm going to do, because I've noticed with my daughter, she'll ask me because she's going back and forth between my house and her father's house, and I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead. I'll get you some Robux or whatever so that you can have that. You can play your game, no problem. But then one day I heard some of her little begging ass friends, and they like, oh, your mama got you some Robux? Man, look, why don't you buy me this? And it's this little boy. This little boy, he is so cute. And he is sitting here trying to finesse my daughter out of this. And I was like, oh, hell no. I'm like, see this? And I told her, I had to realize who I was talking to and how I was talking to change my language. Where I was like, see, this is how tricking start. No, you ain't tricking on no nigga. And I was like, oh God, this is not what I want to say to my child. I was like, no. I'm like, no. I said, he got a whole different life. I'm like, no. When he had his Sky Zone birthday, they had a very nice, they had the biggest room at Sky Zone. They had the big plush party package and everything. Your mother is a single. I am out here just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? You need to be glad that little 10 funky ass dollars that I gave you. But now he over there, yeah, why don't you get me a Griffin? Why don't you buy me a Griffin? And I'm like, no, hell no. And I jumped out. I was like, I was like, what's your name? Oh, dang, I almost said the boy's name. Woo. But I was like, hey, you know what you need to do? You need to go talk to your parents. That's what you need to do. All right? Go talk to your mother or your father. I hear them in the background. And next thing you know, I'll call you later. I'm like, yeah, that'd be best. That you call her later. Like, don't. No,
yeah.
No.
Matter of fact, don't call.
Right? I'm like, she ain't got it. She don't work. No,
she ain't never gonna have it.
She don't work.
Yes, I'm like, she can't afford it. She can barely afford this phone call. No, sir. No, okay. And I wanted to say, my daughter, her phone bill ain't paid. She talking to you across free Wi-Fi, okay? That's what I need you to understand, sir. We ain't got it.
Sis, that part.
With a stamp on it.
That part.
Period. Okay.
I don't know. My stepson acts weird around me now because he used to play video games with me all the time. And now I went in a party and he's got his little girl over there. He's like, hey, Ma, you need to slide on out. I'm like, what?
Look, man, you ruining everything.
He at that age, at that rite of passage.
He's 14. He don't like us.
At least
no
he doing it.
He want to just talk. He just want to talk to. He just want to talk. He talk.
He straight up told me to slide out and then text me like, I'm sorry.
At least he said he was sorry. That's the most important part.
Slide out on my Robux money?
I mean, hey, it is what it is. You
might need to just go ahead and crack the window and let the air outside, so they can realize all these blessings that's on the inside.
Hormones, bro. You're on a virtual date. What you mean, boy?
Hey, let's go to the rec room real quick.
Oh no, don't even tell me that. You're gonna make me block parental controls. Quit playing.
Hey, let's hop on.
You're gonna get on and it's gonna be like,
go in my dorm. Go in my dorm real
Access denied.
quick. Wait, that's strange. My dorm door won't open.
That's strange. My Xbox won't turn on. For real.
But you know what? I noticed my daughter, she did tell me that on Roblox. So they did do, no, I don't know if you all have taken the time to sit there and watch it. First, I didn't pay it too much mind, but I noticed that they had Sesame Street characters on there, right? So I'm like, so Big Bird is a killer? Can't make Big Bird a killer.
Whoa.
Big Bird was the
Oh,
sweetest.
you'll be
Everybody knows
surprised
somebody
at
was
some of
gonna
the
be.
games they have on Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be
If
surprised.
somebody was supposed to be a killer, let's be honest. The killer should have been Oscar the Grouch. We all know that.
Yeah.
Oscar, that makes sense. Not Big Bird. You don't do that to him. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
it's
Big Bird worked
definitely Cookie
hard.
Monster. Definitely
Thank
Cookie
you. Like,
Monster.
yeah, and then now they have another one that's going off of, I don't know if you all, depending on the ages of your children, you might know about Peppa Pig. They got one that had Peppa
Can't stand
Pig
Peppa
and her,
Pig.
it had her little brother George. I'm like, not George Pig. We don't got him out here getting bodies. No, not Georgie.
Yes.
And it's like,
They
and I'm
got a
just like,
game
wow,
mode where
but
they can play cops and robbers, and you can choose to be either one. And if you run
yeah,
around
and
as
it's
a
like,
robber,
you're the
running around in the
traitor.
prison, you can get shot, and that's how you lose the game. You get shot by somebody playing as a cop. I'm like, what type of?
I'm like, y'all just trying to set people up. No, like, no. This is not okay. This is not okay.
No.
I don't know. Times are just crazy nowadays. But us as parents, and as former gamers or people that still play games now, we know what to look out for. Hopefully, you guys listening at home know what to look out for now. There are signs. You just gotta
open
know
your
what they are.
Open up that
Just
third
pay
eye.
attention. Just because
pay
you get a
attention.
kid the tablet, don't mean get out my face for a minute. You gotta look at what they're doing on there, because it's so easy for kids to just end up on anything and anywhere.
Get lost.
So
literally get lost in that world.
Gotta pay attention to that. Gotta pay attention to that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the segment. Let's get some Rebel Blue talk up in here going on. What's good going on at Rebel Blue?
Man, there's so much stuff going on with Rebel Blue. So we had a huge Valentine's Day sale, which went pretty well. Got rid of all that merch.
Spreading the love.
Yes, we're putting some new stuff in both stores. So look out for that. I am, fellas, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to represent for the ladies on this new round, because y'all got a lot of stuff last few seasons, and it's time for us.
I mean, it's not like I
need
ain't
to
say
get some
I
stuff so I can
appreciate
promote
it,
it.
but I didn't say I didn't appreciate it. I did every time I got something was appreciated.
You did, Cashy.
So,
I'm just gonna say.
Oh, Cashy. Oh, Cashy.
But I am
Give it
gonna
out,
say,
baby.
it's our time. It's our time this time. Spring is coming in new. Goodness, we've got a lot of new partners that have come on board. We have a heavy hitter streamer named Don Vaughn. He's on Instagram, so check him out. J. Lou Beats is putting out brand new beats every single day. Got a really, really good portfolio. He is our first producer that we just signed.
Also, J. Lou streamed his beats not too long ago. If y'all have not catch that stream, he was streaming on Twitch. J. Lou, he was streaming his beats, was he not?
Yes, he was. He did an amazing job. He's really ramping up on his Twitch, so go and check him out. Still J. Lou Beats on there. Goodness, we've got a lot of new people. If you all don't know what Rebel Blue is, we are a talent company. So we work with a lot of local and a lot of nationwide talent, and we just try to help promote you guys. We want to see you guys win just as much as we do. So it's not just about gaming. It's not just about clothing. It's about everybody and bringing people together in one big community where we can support each other in the artistry. So you need something promoted, send it our way. Another big apps to Cash here. He is my head of operations. So he's doing a lot of shot calling over here too. So yeah, we work collaboratively. We're gonna be doing a lot of new stuff. Rebel Blue Gaming is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And it's
know
gonna
we've
be
been
really
talking about
cool.
it for a while, and
Yeah.
we're going to can it for a while and just step back from gaming. But my big heavy hitters of the company said, "Nah, we're not done with it. Let's start over." So look forward to seeing us later on
The
this year.
young man, first of all, I want to give shout out to what was his name? The young the young man,
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo. He brought, he sparked it up, you know what I mean? He sparked it back up, and then when he was talking to me about, the little ideas, I was like, what? Oh, okay, well, prove to me, and then we can see where we can go from there. So I've been kind of excited. I've been streaming myself as of late. Cash and playing Resident Evil 7, getting ready for that village with that 9 foot tall lady that Tony's going to simp over.
Absolutely. I mean, so you see what's new is happening.
Nobody
I mean,
simping over nobody.
we're going to continue to grow. So we got a lot of stuff coming. Keep out for the social medias. We're going to be posting a lot of new stuff on the website. And of course, wrap up with Nina. I do a podcast every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Put it on your calendars.
Yes. Make sure you hit me up if you'd like to be a co-star or a co-host. I'm open to suggestions.
Y'all want that clout?
That free clout on top of that.
Got that free clout? I get that free clout.
Yeah.
Games are free. Might as well hop on something that's free as well, which is an interview.
Oh, and last but not least, Tone. Man, Tone is my new partner. Come on now. Come with it.
Hey. Wait a minute. Hey, congratulations.
Yes, big man in the building. Doing big things.
I'm trying to move up that ladder, slowly but surely.
Yes. Well, it's always a pleasure, sir.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So, Nina, go ahead and throw your socials out there for everybody.
You can get us at Rebel Blue Biz. That's our Twitter. We're also rebel_BLU_biz at Instagram. And don't forget to stop by our website, rebelblue.com.
All right. And of course, the ladies from the Facts Podcast, y'all go ahead and throw y'all
Speaking of
facts
facts
out there. Can't forget about y'all, our sister podcast.
Oh, what's up? Hey, brother.
Go ahead and promote yourselves one time for the one time.
Okay. Well, this is Dynasty right here. You can follow me on the gram at iHeartDyDy. That's iHeartDyDy, DYDY. Momo, it's you, baby.
Hey.
Oh, what's up? You can follow me on all social media platforms, Mo Keezy or whatever. Make sure y'all tune into us each and every Friday, 8 a.m. Period.
You see that energy, bro? I need that energy, bro. Like, I need that. Especially waking up in the morning, bro. I need that energy.
8 a.m. We're going to deliver it straight to you. You hear me?
Hey, okay.
Yeah. All facts.
All facts.
Honest facts.
No pun intended, right?
Yes, no pun intended. Honest facts.
And y'all be make sure to catch
everything
them.
that you want to know, that you think you don't want to know. We gonna say it.
Gonna say it.
We gonna
on
say
their podcast.
They go say it loud and say it proud. Fridays at 8 a.m.
Be there.
On where? The YouTube of 613 Faye Productions. Once again, shout out to Big Mike T.
Big
for
Mike
coming on to the podcast this evening or today. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired, as always.
I'm just concerned that Mike T, we went left with the Mario thing. Like, you know what I mean? And I I love Mario. You know what I'm saying?
But these discussions are had within the gaming community. They just
of
not
course,
made
already
public like that. But we know that from the Resident Evil stuff.
That. My bad, Mike. My bad.
But anyways, of course, y'all know this is Tone and Cash in the gaming pad. And Cash, go ahead and throw your socials out there, my brother.
All right. You can find me on Twitter, Cash Senpai. You can find me on Twitter, Cash Senpai. with one eye, and I actually looked this time.
Man,
You
don't
can find me
even
on
know his own
Facebook,
act.
Shawn King. I do, man. Look, it's hard to try to maintain 3 socials. Okay,
It's hard to maintain
Facebook,
something.
maintain. But anyway, Facebook, you can find me on Facebook, Shawn King, and on Instagram, you could find me on DeMarco_Cash on Insta.
All right.
And Tone, take it away. What you? Come on, man. You got to end it.
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Anthony Oliver
Finally.
and chill. And of course, y'all can find me on Twitter at Tone Corleone 450. And we want to just thank everybody who stopped through today.
Really,
We
thank you.
enjoyed everyone's company. Had a lot of good discussions.
Had a lot of fun.
Gave out a lot of good information. And I think we can go ahead and bounce.
Really? Think we're gonna wrap it up? All right, y'all. Thank you
Yes,
for stopping
sir.
by. We appreciate it. And y'all have a great rest of the day, whatever. Yeah. Have a great day.
Thanks for
Peace out,
having
everybody.
us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you
definitely.
so much for having us.
No
Most definitely.
problem.
Anytime.
Deuce.
Sweet.